Ever wondered why you feel lazy sometimes? Well, you're not alone. Laziness, that all too familiar feeling, is a universal experience. It's not a sin nor a character flaw, but a basic human condition that we all encounter more often than we'd like to admit. You see, laziness isn't just about a lack of motivation or the irresistible urge to binge watch your favorite show while wrapped up in a cozy blanket. It's much more complex than that. There are actually scientific reasons behind our sloth-like behavior. Think about it. Have you noticed how some days you're all fired up, ready to conquer the world, and on others, the mere thought of getting out of bed seems like climbing Mount Everest? Well, it's not your fault. Our brains are wired in mysterious ways, and believe it or not, they play a significant role in our lazy tendencies. So let's dive into the world of neuroscience to understand why we feel lazy sometimes. First, let's address the big boss in the room, our brain. Our brain, that squishy bundle of neurons, is essentially the control center of our body, and guess what? It has a significant role in our feelings of laziness. You see, our brain operates like a very complex traffic system with signals constantly being sent and received. These signals, known as neurotransmitters, are responsible for regulating a wide variety of functions from our heartbeat to our mood. One of these neurotransmitters, dopamine, is like the cheerleader of the group. It's primarily responsible for our feelings of pleasure, reward, and motivation. When we're feeling pumped up and ready to go, you can bet your bottom dollar that dopamine is behind it. But what happens when the cheerleader doesn't show up to the game? Well, that's when we start to feel, you guessed it, lazy. When our brain doesn't produce enough dopamine, or when the dopamine doesn't get to where it needs to go, we can start to feel unmotivated, sluggish, and generally blah. But why does this happen? The answer lies in our lifestyle choices. Factors such as sleep, diet, and exercise can all impact our dopamine levels. Poor sleep can leave our brain feeling foggy and our bodies feeling sluggish. A diet high in processed foods can disrupt our brain's natural chemical balance, leading to feelings of lethargy. And lack of exercise? Well, that can lead to a decrease in our body's ability to produce dopamine. It's like a domino effect. One poor choice can lead to a disruption in our brain's chemical balance, which can then lead to feelings of laziness. But the good news is we can change this. By making healthier lifestyle choices, we can boost our dopamine levels and fight off that pesky laziness. So it turns out, our brains have a lot to do with why we might be feeling lazy. But it's not just about neurotransmitters and lifestyle. There's another player in this game of laziness, stress, and mental health. Now let's take a moment to think about this. When we're constantly under stress, our bodies are in a perpetual state of fight or flight. Over time, this can wear us down, and the result, you got it, a feeling of persistent laziness. Mental health issues like depression and anxiety also play a significant role. Depression often comes with a side of lethargy, making even the simplest tasks feel like running a marathon. Anxiety, on the other hand, can lead to mental exhaustion, which, you guessed it, often manifests as laziness. It's important to remember, though, that it's not real laziness. It's your body and mind asking for a break, for care. If you're feeling this way, it's crucial to seek professional help. Remember, there's no shame in seeking help. Your mental health matters, even in the fight against laziness. So we've learned quite a bit about why we feel lazy. It's not because we're born procrastinators or because we ate too much turkey last Thanksgiving. No, it's more complex than that. It's all about our brain and those tiny neurotransmitters running the show from behind the scenes. They're the ones calling the shots, deciding whether you're going to run that last mile or binge watch another season of your favorite show. We've also touched upon how lifestyle factors play a crucial role. Remember, a healthy body fosters a healthy mind, so keep that in mind when you're reaching for that third slice of pizza. Lastly, we delved into the impact of stress and mental health. It's important to note that our mental well-being can greatly influence our energy levels and motivation. So the next time you're feeling lazy, remember, it's not just you, it's science. And most importantly, always take care of your brain, your lifestyle, and your mental health.